So people, from the other day I wanted to make this video, but I totally forgot. Previously I did some tests, some blood work, and I got the result. So she was telling me like my B12 was low and my D3 was low, and she was telling me what's the repercussion of your B12 being low and all of that. She asked me, oh, I was sleeping these days, and I told her it was the same thing because she was supposed to do some sleep studies on me because, as you know, people, I don't sleep good at night. I don't get sleep like the normal human being. Like, I will get like 2 hours of sleep, 3 hours of sleep. People, from ever since. The B12 contribute to that too, people, because of the B12 being so low. I can't sleep at night so good. She was telling me if I don't get enough sleep, what can happen. So, I made this video, people, to give you some information. You know, people, when I hear anything, I like to pass it on to my viewers and my subscribers. You know, so when you learn something, you want to pass on the knowledge. At least it can help somebody else. That's why I said I'm going to do this video. She said to me, Mrs. Francis, you know that sleeping is very important. And she said that while our body is resting, our brain is doing the work that it's supposed to do. She said it performs a lot of activities, and while it performs the activities, it in turn storing the memory that we gather, whether during the day or before or whatever. It store it into different compartments. Like, you know, if you have a filing cabinet, it store it in a different compartment. That's how she was explaining it to me. And when it's stored into different compartments, the reason why it's stored into different compartments, say for instance, you're studying for a test. Whatever information that you store in your brain, when you're actually doing the test, you draw back for that information, and so you can put it on your paper. Okay, people? So that's why it's important to get enough rest so your brain can actually reset and gather those information, put it in the different area of the brain that it's supposed to go in, so later date you can retrieve it. And she was saying that the more deeper I sleep, or the more deeply I sleep, my brain will cleanse itself. It cleans up all the waste. So it's good when I sleep, get enough sleep. She said that adults, we are supposed to get at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep. That's the maximum sleep. That's the maximum sleep we're supposed to get. But you know, I don't get that amount of sleep. I don't get that amount of sleep, so I have a problem. So she said, Mrs. Francis, you need to get more sleep. She said when we get too little sleep, it causes a lot of negative stuff to happen to us. And she gave me some example. Like, she said it affects our memory. It affects how we concentrate. You can't remember stuff because you don't get enough sleep. She said it makes you moody, irritable. So, you know, when we don't get enough sleep, we shout, and anybody say anything to, we lash out and we get angry easily. All of that, because we don't get enough sleep. So we tend to lash out easily. She also said it causes anxiety and depression. I know that for a fact. She also said it impair your judgment. Say for instance that you're driving and you know that you can judge certain things, like you're overtaking, or to see how close you're behind someone, or you're going to make a turn or whatever. She said that it impairs your judgment as to how you're supposed to perform that duty or certain duty that you're supposed to do. So not getting enough sleep cause all of that. Because remember I said, you know, it affects your memory. She said it can lead to dementia over a period of time. People, we don't want that. Jesus Christ, when she said dementia. And you know, I work with dementia people. I don't like to hear that at all. So I have to remedy that, you know, people. I have to remedy that. So when she tell me all of that, people, those are the things that I can remember. When she tell me all of that, so I said, Doc, so how can I have this problem? Sleeping pill don't work for me, you know. But anyway, she prescribed sleeping pills for me. I don't try it yet because nothing that I have tried in the past don't work for me at all. No melatonin, nothing works for me. She said she's going to try the last medication for me. If it doesn't work, I don't know. But she also tell me things that I could do right now. And as usual, you know I'm going to tell people. She said that when I'm going to my bed, any electronic device that I use, whether a tablet, phone, or TV or whatever, I'm supposed to stop watching it like maybe an hour, hour and a half before I go to sleep. She said that I'm supposed to try to do something that is calming before I sleep, like read a book or listen to music or take a walk or something like that. She also said that not to drink caffeine before I go to bed. Not to eat anything too heavy. What again? Let me see if I can remember, people. Oh, most importantly, she said, try to have a set time when you go to bed and when you wake up. So if you know you go to bed at 10 o'clock, you go to bed every night at 10 and you try to wake up the same time in the morning. She said you want to develop a pattern so your body get used to it. Your brains know how to shut down in the night when you go to bed. The last thing I remember, she said that let my room be cool and dark and quiet. Yes, I remember that one. She said, please try to make your room dark, cool, and quiet. So that's why I don't like to do night shift. If I do night shift, I have to put out a blackout curtain. I have to not hearing any music, nothing at all. The place have to be completely quiet, and it's hard for me to fall asleep when I come home in the morning. So I try not to do night shift. But basically, people, that's what she said to me. That's what I can remember. I just like to share with you things that I learned, that things that happened to me. I like to share with my viewers and my subscribers. So people, most importantly, the better sleep you get, the better your brain function, people. So please try to get some good night's sleep. I'm going to work on mine. I'm going to wait for those tablets. But in the meantime, I'm going to work on those things that she tell me. Like I said to you before, quiet, cool room, dark, blackout, read a book, turn off your devices, turn off your phone. And you know we're addicted to phone, people. We need to turn off those devices before we go to bed, like a whole hour and a half. Somebody said to me that the light on the phone is like it's still in your mind. I don't know how that works, but I remember somebody said that to me a couple months ago, and for the doctor to reiterate that the phone and the devices do something to your brain before you sleep. I know it is true. So people, put in the comment section if you can relate to what I'm saying, if you have any experience to what I'm saying, if you know what I'm saying. Let's talk in the comment section. But I went to the doctor. I wanted to share what I learned at the doctor with you people. So that's it for me. Until next time, my next video, please walk good, get some sleep, get some good night's sleep, go to bed on time, close all your devices, people. Until next time, walk good, keep safe. That's it from the Francis. I am out.